Hello, lovely people. How are you today? How are you? This is actually, I'm recording this, what will be last night for you guys. This whole fasting thing, after a while yesterday, I just started feeling so good in the afternoon. It was like, oh, I've got energy. I'm feeling great. Then I kind of did a crash and burn for a bit. Now I'm feeling pretty good again. So I thought, you know what? I'm just going to do some more recording. So I am here on the fantasy farm. And I don't know what all that noise is about, but there you go. And I'm running around picking up the last of my houses. Now, I've done some of them, and I thought, you know what? I'll let you guys see. I'm picking up this house right here and coming back to this area with it. Then we're going to get that one. Then we're going to get that one, which is still a long way from the corner of this property. But you can see how the outer limits of the map are very flat. They're just flat and really easy. So we'll put, fish and animals along a row somewhere, and then probably rows of our flowers that we like, around the flowers and trees around the rest of it. Then we're going to make a town somewhere in all of this. And yeah, we're going to see how that goes. So it just went dark. Well, that's no good. Carrying a house in the dark has got to be harder than carrying it in the daytime. Or maybe not. So right now I'm just piling everything together, since the little bit that I've got collected here, the houses and those leveling up bonus things. What is doing this? You know what? I'm gonna turn the noise off, and then I won't care. It'll be fine, right? It'll be all fine. So I'm sitting here with a whole lot less money and resources than I thought I was going to have. Quite a lot less, actually, based on what I had understood before. But you know what? It's okay. We're going to be just fine. Though I'm really wishing I had that $4 billion that I blew hitting a wrong button on that mod game. Darn it already. So one of the first things I'm going to do here, once we get sorted, we need to look around. I maybe just take stock and look around and see, where do we want to put roads? Where do we want to build our town? The plants and the trees and things seem like a lot easier, because I'll put all of that near the outside of the map, right? So that'll be pretty cool, pretty easy to do. And I think we just have two more way over there. So let's go way over there. Shall we? I think we shall. Then it gets into this rockier area over here. There's a lot less straightforward pieces in this group of things, and I'm wondering, should I make the house the town? Should I make the town over in this area, perhaps? Because it's a lot more cumbersome for planting. Like, there's a lot of little chopped up bits and pieces. But if we had houses and a proper road going through, and everybody had their own little garden, and we could decorate, it might not matter out there so much if it's sort of a rocky town. I don't know. But yeah, these farms get big. You guys are seeing the little pieces that I'm playing with, and this is why I was thinking just start over. Just start over, because it'll be so much easier to sort this out than to try to move all these pieces. And a lot of them are quite small. The automatic waterers that you use and things like that, oh my goodness, you don't want to have to deal with that. You don't want to have to deal with that. And for those of you who haven't watched this series earlier, I'm hitting the Z button, Z if you're an American, to pick up the houses in this case and then haul them back. And if you look in the bottom left-hand corner where it says pagoda right now, because that's what I'm hauling, it says move to. I have picked up 2 houses. You can move up to 100 items at a time, which feels pretty good until each item you're trying to pick up is a little tiny waterer that takes you, a couple of tries to even target correctly. It gets kind of old in a hurry. It's tough, and that's why I just recycled this farm. I wanted to start with full levels of everything and see if I can make a town that's just, you know, a proper little showcase. I may have gone too far north here. I don't know. Let's check the map and see. Oh, yeah, there we are over here. I did go a little bit past. Just a wee tizzle. And we will put these last two houses down, and these are all the houses you can get in the game. And there. So we've got two Oriental style houses, one taller than the other. We've got this lovely castle. We've got this Venetian sort of wonky thing that's falling into the canals apparently. We've got this lovely southwestern adobe thing. There's the ruin of a pirate ship. That's kind of fun. Over here you've got this lovely Spanish style house. We have a tree house, which is the cheapest and easiest one to get early in the game. We've got a circus tent. Then we've got our little Viking house. We've got a Roman place over here. We've got just a little stone house. We have something slightly more modern, I guess. If you know, a lunar base in case you want to build on the moon, I suppose. And I love the little farmhouse. It's me. It has a porch. So after recycling, that's all we've got. There's not a plant on the on the thing. Wow, this is unnerving. These are the items that you can level up to level 250, I think. And as you can see, that one's only 41, 42, 42, 38, and 49. They're very expensive, very, very, very expensive to level. It's going to be way late into the game before you're getting these suckers leveled up, let me tell you. Long time. And the mods that give you unlimited money won't help you because you can't make it. The mods don't give you enough. Like, we need $302 million to level this, and you can't. The mods doesn't even offer that much, so it's not even a thing. So we can check and see. This is what we have left for resources. All right, that's good. And now I want to have a look. I was told you'd keep all the levels. My quests are still there. I've still got the same quests as I had before, and everything is leveled as normal. That's really good. So everything is available to me. That is brilliant. So I get to just build. Ooh, fish first, flowers first. You know what? Let's see. Let's have a look at this. If I put the town over here, I mean, I guess I could just play. This is an open space. I could make that like the town center where I've got all the little shops that I'll be selling the produce in, right? And then just if I put houses down in here and then run roads between them and then work out the fencing, this could be our town. I really want to do the little camping site again because I quite liked that. And maybe, you know, I like it here because this river made it very pleasant. And you can add water. I made some of it into a pond and stuff. So I could turn this whole thing into a lake, maybe-ish. It doesn't work that straightforward, but... or I could put a lake off to the side here, which might look better. And I think, is it here that we had it the first time? Or was it on this one? I can't remember. I don't recall. And I like the having the carousel, like the not carousel, the fairgrounds, the amusement park sort of thing. So I'm thinking, yeah, maybe all of that just needs to be in the center area, a little more compact, not spread out so much. And then, you know, animals right down this side, maybe fish over here. One thing I want to do, and you know what, let's just go do that right now. And it sounds weird, but it's always been something that's bugged me. I've always had issues with this, so I'm just going to fix it right now. I'm going to do this right now. If we can ever get back to that far corner. We've got a wee bit of a hike, folks. We have a hike. And yes, I am using the shift key to run as fast as possible. You can see the difference there when I let it go. She slows right down. Whew. Now, I wonder about the leveling. I'm quite interested to see this. Part of the level from your farm comes from buying things that you put in, the buildings and the extra bits and stuff that make the place look better, help you to level your farm. Now, I've leveled using all of these things already. I am wondering, do you get levels replacing them? I have no idea. But it's interesting, right? It's a little bit interesting. We'll get there someday. Chug, 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 chug. Let's go. We're a long way from home. Holy cow. They get big. These farms get pretty big. You got mountains in the background. We got hills over there. You can see little farms off in the distance there on the horizon. Mountains over there again. 'Tis a lovely place we live in. You can see the little wells. I don't think I've ever even noticed those before. Oh, I'm so ashamed. So what I am going to do, the first things I'm going to buy here, I'm going to get the the way shrines, folks. And because when you place them, that's how they're numbered. That is number 1. Now I'm just going to run to, actually, how many can we buy? That's the first question. How many can we buy? This one, 35. 35 of them. So if we put, what, 7 per row, how would you do? 1, what, 2, 3, 4, not further than that. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And I'm not looking to get these even. That's not the point at all. I'm looking to put them where I might be using them. So, and they will be moved around. I just want to be able to look at the map and see that 1 is up here somewhere, 2 is around here somewhere, 3 is somewhere there. 4, 5, 6, 7, right? I just want, and they may be moved down, up, whatever. But basically, 1 to 7 across here, 7 to 14 across here, 14 to, what's the next number? 14 to 21, and then 21 to 28, and then off to 35. I hated it when I'd look at the map and the numbers were just all over the place. It made me nuts. It's like, oh my God, I can't stand this. This is so bad. So we're just going to run down the row here and place a few things just for how far did that go? Yeah, I needed to go a lot further than that. But just so whenever they are sorted out, I can look at one corner and see 1 and see the numbers on the other side. You'll have to forgive me for, it's just a little bit of an OCD thing. It's not too bad. It's not too bad. And I mean, it was fine, but it always felt like I could have done this better than I did. It just always felt like I could have done this better. So it's not too bad. We're way off, but yeah, I've got 5, 6, 7. Okay, I'm clearly not going near far enough. But I'll be tweaking them anyway. I'll be tweaking these anyway, so that's all good. It's all good. Go further. Go further. We're going to have to move a couple of those over because that's just way too close. And we'll put one here. Number 5. Yeah, I don't think I went far enough again, but that's okay. We got this. We'll sort it. Man, this starting from scratch, this is a little overwhelming. I gotta tell you, this is a little overwhelming. Oh boy. Okay, so maybe there's where 6 should have been. And last one in the back here. Oh, good Lord. So I'm going to be making an alphabetic list of the trees and fish. I'm not as concerned with other things. I'm going to be honest. Let's go back to here. Pick this up by hitting the Z and move that baby down a little bit, shall we? I think we shall. just even this out a little bit. And it's great that I can just 8. No, I thought I was picking that up. Okay, that's a mistake. I screwed up here, folks. Pick you up, please. Can I pick you up? Am I moving you now? Yeah. Dang. Okay, so you need to go. And while you're carrying things, you can still do this. And it doesn't drop it. So you can, yeah. And here, I got to go farther than that. I made a boo-boo. As you do. 8 is still there. Why is this doing? Okay, pick it up, please. And go to here, please. And it's not there, is it? Okay, what am I doing wrong here, folks? Am I clicking the wrong button without realizing it? No, that says I'm moving it. I am moving a point of interest. You know what I'm going to do? I'm just getting irritated here. We're just going to recycle this baby. Yeah. And then I'll get some of the money back and say the heck with you. I'm not sure why that's not going. Glitchy bits. I have had more glitchy bits in this game in the last little while. Okay, so that is moving. That is moving a point of interest. You can see at the bottom it says move. I've got the little doober coming with me. And if this goes to 10, I am going to be pissy. That's a 4. Good job. And then we'll get the 3 and, you know what, Z again. That's all good. And then scoot you along just a little bit. Good enough. Absolutely, positively good enough. Then we're going to use the way shrine to go to itself. Try to pick this, and that won't, you know what, I don't know if that'll go on to 10. I don't know what that's going to do. I'm just going to get rid of it. Yes, I have just wasted 4 ribbons. Ask me if I care. I want this perfect. Is that going to be number 8? And I picked the wrong freaking, not paying any attention at all. There we go. Is that going to be number 8? That is number 8. Oh, happy day. And go a wee bit further. Ka-choo, ka-choo. And then we'll figure out our main road systems. And I've thought about making them double wide. Boy, I wanted to go further and I end up in the exact same place. As you do. I'm consistent. La la. I've been thinking about making like a main road system that is like two roads wide, just to make it easy, or a train. Put like a road, a train. Now the trains and roads work the same way, except on the trains you can actually ride around on the little train cars, right? So just to be able to cruise all over the place sounds like fun. We could put different stations in. It'd be pretty cool. Come on, that'd be kind of fun, right? And that'll have to be, I guess, put in that sort of infrastructure before I start building all over the place. So is this good enough? It is. 'Tis most goodly. Do-do-do. It's close enough anyway. I think that'll be so nice to see the whole map with, 1, 2, 3, 4. If, somebody is visiting and they're saying, where do I find, blah, blah, blah. I can just say, oh, go to, it's around 15 somewhere, and because I'll know exactly in my head where that is. I like that. I like that a lot. I really should have gone a lot further with some of these others, huh? I'll have more moving to do. Oh yeah, lots more moving to do. Well, I had a good time in ESO stream today. I had a great time, actually. I loved it. Lots of people chatting and talking. And I have good news. I am ordering a new computer in the next few days. Oh my gosh, my community has been epic in their support trying to get me a new computer. I've had so many things go wrong. for so freaking long, and there have been lots and lots of donations come in. They've been absolutely out freaking standing with this, and yeah, I'm gonna get to order a new computer. I can't wait to have something that actually functions. I've had to reboot this thing 3 or 4 times today. I have to turn off all kinds of things. You know, every time I open OBS, the thing just goes, it just falls apart. There are games. Somebody bought me Cyberpunk. I've had Red Dead Redemption, which I love. And I can't really stream them or record them very well because games just kind of fall apart. They don't run on this old beast anymore. Oh, I went way too far with that one, but you know, that's okay. What did I do? I hit the wrong button. Okay then, let's just do that again. Well, that was fun. How to waste time. And look, when you're flying around, have you guys ever noticed that at night, the little butterfly that comes and lights your way? Did you see how fast it came flying up to me to try to be helpful? Isn't that sweet? It's so nice. Okay, that's far enough. I'm going way too far with some of these. 16. Okie dokie. Yeah, you get that little butterfly that comes along. And of course your tractor has the little light in front of it, but I always thought that was so cute. You have your own little lighting system. It just comes and hangs out with you. It's toots adorbs. Oh my goodness, I'm going to love this. This must be so boring to watch. You guys are so sweet. Do-do-do. So restarting from scratch. It's actually quite exciting. It's like, how pretty can you make it? And when you're visiting other farms, you will run into a lot of farms that are like this. You go to a farm, it's level 250, and you get there and there's 4 fields. Like, that's all there is. It's all there is. I've seen some people put down like just a few of the money-making things, and then I think they just like log in once a week or something like that, and you know, harvest all the flowers, and then they leave again, and they just do that for a couple of months until they've got pots and pots and pots of money, and then they start building from there. It's an interesting way to do it. But I early in the game, I used to wonder why. Like, how do you go to a farm this big and because there's nothing there? They've got, you know, $8 billion, but there's nothing here. I don't get it. But I do now. I totally get it now. But these are big farms. You got lots of room for creativity, that's for sure. There we go. And then we would go back to this one, and I have to finish that and then figure out the main roads. I mean, maybe we should just make a main road right along the outside of this thing. Yeah? Just something nice. We could just take the train right around, and then we could have, I mean, we could start, you know, if we started here, say, for instance, if we had the train go along here, we'd have a station stop and another track go off there or there. You could take either one and then go to the end and then down here and have it go this way and that way so we can go inside. I'm not sure. Your suggestions would be appreciated. Like, holy cow. Lots of choices here. And I need, what, 2 more rows? I think so. 21 to 28. Wait a minute, I need, okay, 20, so this goes to 28, and then that goes to, yeah, that's right. Good. I'm mathing in public. That's always a risky business. Not to be mathing in public. I know this is a silly thing, but I have always wanted to do this, to have it just tidier than it was. I will always know that something around 21 is at that end. You know, 18, 19 is over there. Oh, this is going to be glorious. just glorious, I tell you. Oh my gosh, I'm getting a little carried away. It's like first they were too close and now they're too far. But they'll all be moved. This is not going to be a nice grid. It's not going to be a nice straight line. I know this. That's not even the goal. It's just to have a better map in my head of where things are. And most of the time, honestly, if you're alone, it really doesn't make any difference anyway, because you hit M, open the map, you click on one, you go there, right? It's not that big a deal. But But I have had people on and they would say, oh, somebody said you had a house that had blah, blah, blah. Do you know which one it's at? And it's like, okay, give me a second. You know, you got to open the map. You got to have a look. It's that house was there. Probably number, blah, blah, blah is the closest. This just seems like a better choice. New computer week. Oh my God, I'm so excited. I'm excited because it'll be nice to use something for the first time in 20. It's been a year since I've worked, literally a year since I've worked on a computer that functions well. The ones here in Canada are like 7 years old or something. The one died on me in the summer, and this one we've never gotten along really well. I had 2 computers for my business because I'd had somebody working with me, so I had bought the computers back then, and they're gone, so they're not using the computer anymore. So it's like, thank God I had a fallback plan, right? It was great that I had another one to use when my main one went kaput. But they're quite old, and my new computer, which is 3 years old, is in Scotland. But it's been last January since I was able to use it, so. This is the last ones, right? So I turn the speakers down and I still get noise from the phone, as you do. Last ones. Oh my goodness. This is going to be a big job to start out with. Big job. But it will be lovely to have all of this neat and tidy and pretty. It'll finally feel like it's finished, It's like, oh, this is done now. 'Tis a goodly thing. Today in ESO, I was leveling a character, just questing with her, a character that I created in beta. Now I can't remember if it was during the first stress test I was in. First time I played ESO was in January 2014. So it's been a wee while. And I had created this character back then. And I don't remember if it was in that first stress test, but it was in whatever, first game they allowed me to keep the characters. And I think it was. You created an account, they invited you in, you created characters. When another stress test came up, you just went back in with your same stuff. And they were pretty good about that, because I believe my guild was even created in beta. And then when the game went live, you just continued on from where you were. It was really quite decent. It was pretty nice. And what was the number on that? Did you guys see the number on that? It was 33. Got 34 and 35. And of course you get the extra one. You end up with 36 because you have the home one. The home one is where you always land when you come onto the map. So it's like, what do you want people to see? What do you want to have access to first when you enter the game? It's important to build all of those things around your little bus depot thing. Wherever the town is, that's where that'll be. Wow, well, that was fun. Do I have another one? Nope, too many. Good. So why is that still showing? So there we are. Look, it's going to be all neat and tidy. Plus, this one. Oh, I love the way that looks. Oh my God, that is going to be so cool. Step 1. Now I've got to decide on my main road systems. Do I want something around the outside? Probably. And now I'm hesitating with that because this very flat, I mean, these areas are great for building, right? From there up, like there, this is perfect. This is beautiful stuff. Yes? Why, yes, it is. And you know what I could do back here in this corner? While I'm here, why don't we just get in our little tractor and start planting the big money-making ones of the day. Look, when I harvest these unwatered and without any bonus XP from helping other people, it's still $258,000. So, you know what? I'm going to want, I would say, rather a lot of these. I'm just saying. I think rather a lot covers it. And what the first thing I do is forget to put a road along the outside. Good job, sunshine. So let's pick them up. And I'll move the other thing around when I have to. So that's going to be too many. And that needs to be up here, and here is where it needs to go. Yeah, I know. You're going to make this hard for me, aren't you? Shoot. Well, this blows. This is going to be a little bit complicated because it's going to want to do I want one? Just one. Just one? Sure. And unfortunately, this is going to leave 2 squares on the other side. It's kind of weird the way things move. So now what I'm going to have to do, actually I got one left there. Okay, so you can go here. And I think I'm just going to get, can I do this in the, yes, I can. That's perfect. That's where I want it, right there. Like this. I messed up. It happens. In case you've not noticed. It happens. Now this one's going to be trickier because I'm going to have to get out of the thing for this. And now they're 4 wide instead of 3. So paying attention is not a bad thing. Not a bad thing at all. But if we add just the 2 more, which is easy to do, now we've got 2 rows of 3. And of course this is now wrong in size because just because. It'll be nice to have all of these in one spot. I can't even tell you how much I'm going to enjoy that. Not having to worry about finding them all over the place. You know, you show up on Sunday to do the harvesting of the big money flowers and they're all over the map. These would be all in one place. Now what I might do, honestly, because I find it will probably, because I like the way it looks better, I'm thinking, what's the other? The orchids, right? I think are the next. The white orchids are 113. I think that's my biggest money after these. Just to break up the monotony a little bit. Yes, I won't be making as much money. It's not as efficient. I don't care. We'll put a row of these and then go back to the others. And I'm just putting these in because they take a week. Their daisies take a week. So I'm going to want a whole bunch of those, like a whole bunch of those. Because when I'm blowing money like crazy building, I'll be making money too. I can make it all back pretty quickly with these guys. So it is good stuff. And then we're going to put the automatic waterers down right away. I actually, you know what, I'll show you some right now, and then I will finish planting this off camera because this can't be the most exciting episode of anything I've ever done, okay? So So the waterers, for whatever reason, are here. This is what I'm looking for in the fences. So what this is going to do, you got to be careful placing these because it's a pain in the neck when they go wrong. Picking these up sucks. So this, can you see they're between the two flowers there? So if I click on that, now those plants are watered. And I have to make sure, don't go too fast with these because you see how they kind of jump around. If you click in the wrong place, you just got a mess to clean up, and they're kind of a pain in the neck to pick up, okay? So I've done that enough to heartily recommend that you don't. See how they pop back and forth? It's kind of a pain. And there'll probably be another plant there, so I'm not too worried about that extra one going in, watering my way shrine. It's all good. But I want to make as much money as possible. And these are one each. You do end up spending a lot, but I've got, 11,000 of them, so I'm not too concerned. I'm sure we can take care of all of this. And if I need to make more, then I get back to questing, right? Not a problem. So I need a big open space for my flowers, much like I had last time, except just sorted out better. Some of the flowers that are kind of the low end of the scale for money, I don't think I'm going to plant a lot of them because they're so much faster to do if you need them for a quest. I don't think I'm even going to bother, I'll be honest. I think I'll just put in the big money ones in massive amounts, and then the ones I like to look at in medium amounts, and then the ones that I just don't care as much about in very small amounts. Which seems legit. I can do that now. Anyway, you're going to want to do this to your flowers if you want to make lots and lots of money. When you've got enough ribbons to start, even putting a small field down, I would say do that. Don't wait till you've got 4,000 ribbons before you start putting sprinklers in. Because you will make a lot more money. You will make a lot more money by having them in. And the minute that you can get that item that I showed you, I have one already, but we'll go down here and look for it in the dark. In the grayed out part. Where is it? No. Which one? Is this for flowers? Yes. Increases earnings when harvesting flowers. The minute you can get this, I would say get it. I don't remember what level. It is 80 ribbons. It is absolutely totally worth it. Mine is still, only 40 some, but every time you put a new level on that thing, I believe your profit goes up 2%. I may have that wrong, but the point is it's going up with every level, and the money just starts pouring in, and as you can see, it's easy to spend. So whatever thing you're aiming for, if you want a flower, and I wanted the flower thing, I wanted it to be like the Netherlands. I wanted a flower farm. The rest is just bonus. The rest is all bonus. I want a flower farm. Now, because I don't do things for pure efficiency, I've got a block in. I may make this longer, that's true. But then, somewhere in the middle of this, there's going to be a little park, a place for the farm hands to wait out the hot sunny day, that sort of thing. I'll be making it pretty too. It's not just going to be a flat place with flowers. There will be trees, absolutely. I mean, why would I want more space than that without trees in it? I don't think so. Anyway, so there we've got the first little blip, and yeah, I'll probably want these all the way kind of up to this line, and then a whole block, a pile, okay? Big piles of them. Lots and lots and lots of these suckers. And I think I'll put a train around the outside just so I can go cruising. Sounds like a winner to me. Anyway, guys, there we are. We're rebuilding, starting from scratch. Thank you guys for being here. If you have suggestions about our new farm and ways to make it awesome and pretty, please don't hesitate to post them. Thank you so much, and thank you to everyone who makes my life possible. You guys are epic. Bye-bye.